Every trailer that I see for this new sequel film to brilliant 2018 Halloween, I respect the original film and this property a heck of a lot more. And I'm really, eagerly waiting to watch this sequel. It's, again, one of the saddest delays, I think, in the whole mix of delays from, 2020. But we all knew, some movies just because of, COVID and whatnot. Not many Hollywood saw this coming in terms of the scheduling, and so movies, of course, got bumped back accordingly. But this was, the one release where I was like, oh, I loved it so much. And I did watch it years later. I watched, actually, 1978 and 2018 Halloween back-to-back. I was really looking forward to watching this in 2020. Now we're in 2021, it's coming soon, but man, I've had to wait a whole year, and it's driving me crazy, because I'm like, I really want to watch this movie. I really respect the realism of the 2018 film in ways that even I couldn't predict. I mean, like I said, and I gave an account of a story in the first video I covered for, well, not the first video. The first one I was looking at the announcement for the sequels coming out. But the second video I recorded, the main one's for Halloween Kills advertising, the little short sneak peek that they gave. The teaser, specifically. I mentioned one story in particular that came out very recently in the midway in, technically early on in 2020 through April, a particular story that I'm familiar with happening in real life, and that it almost, not perfectly, but largely it does parallel Halloween 2018. And the general story of, Michael Meyers and the trauma he caused to Laurie Strode, that whole sequence from the ending of 2018, the ending of 1978 Halloween to the origin story of how Michael Myers escapes for that 2018 cut. It almost it's a very loose parallel, but there's associations to be made, and I'm sitting there going, what does this remind me of when I saw that story? Oh, Halloween, which I'd already said I really appreciated from the realistic portrayal of how PTSD was depicted in a horror film, brilliantly acted on Jamie Lee Curtis's part, and really the entire members of it. Judy Greer even had a part to play in the trauma part of the storyline. This movie is, really the property by and large, is just so incredible. And again, I do say that 1978, it is very much considered a classic, and I can certainly see why it is. And plus, it's an important installment to, making 2018 so great. But 2018 is by far and away my favorite Halloween movie. I absolutely adore it. And I haven't seen any of the other projects. And catching up a lot of stuff, I'm like, well, if the other ones aren't exactly canon anymore, and I understand they have a bit of a contentious reception. Not everybody likes, all the sequels and whatnot. I'm going to consider those irrelevant. But, I'm loving the new continuity. And 2018's Halloween was so good. So, of course, I can't wait for Halloween Halloween Kills for 2021. Should have been 2020, ideally. And the first teaser was really good. I mean, the twist of how does Michael Myers escape? Oh, because emergency services saves him because the house is on fire. It's such a brilliant story point. I love it. It's certainly harrowing because now it means Michael Myers is back out as a public menace, but man, it makes sense. I didn't expect them to have the brilliance in writing that. It could have just been, Michael Myers escaped the burning house. We're okay, fine. But the brilliance in the perversion of fate that the emergency services are supposed to be rescuing people and saving lives are actually the people that are going to probably be the catalyst for why so many of our people are now put in danger. It's an extremely innovative twist. And I absolutely adore it. It's dark, but again, I respect this movie so much. Let's take a look at the new Halloween Kills Next Halloween trailer. This is the trailer that they were saying we're moving it to next year. And you're like, no! Okay, without further ado, we're going to watch this first. We're going to talk about more. I condensed through some all sorts of the video together. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Both trailers appear with jack-o'-lanterns.
Next Halloween, when the sun sets and someone is alone.
Oh no, there's the mask.
He kills.
I cannot wait to see the next chapter. And I've heard really good things about it. I know there's been, prior to COVID, of course, I'm sure they did test screenings and whatnot. And there was a positive reception I was seeing from headlines, which only makes me anticipate the movie more. That is very much a teaser. It's mid-20... Actually, to be specific, it's June 2021 as I'm recording this. They should have some sort of, trailer out by now at this point. I mean, where is it? Where's the trailer? I'm just still stuck here waiting. I'm like, I just want to watch more of it. But the teaser looks great. Absolutely great. Again, it's very much in the spirit of the 2018 cut. It's shot very much in the same way. That mask is such an ominous, foreshadowing. But man, I love this property. I really do. And it looks like it's going to be pretty scary. Maybe in some castings. I did hear it was, really violent. I'm not really, a gore person myself. So, on that note, I'm like, I never really liked, the violent stuff when it came to Halloween. But the general story overall is just fantastic. I really like it as a horror film. It's so interesting to watch. And it looks like you're going to be getting a never-fitting sequel, which I wanted from the beginning. I didn't want to wait so long, but here we are. And we're finally getting it. I'm so happy. What are you guys' thoughts on Halloween Kills so far? And of course, I will cover the trailer when this is out. I will not have another ordeal where I regret not covering a trailer like I did the Halloween 2018 movie. And I truly do regret that, by the way, because after I wasn't covering horror trailers as much back then. I was really covering mostly big, franchise films. I hadn't necessarily opened my horizons just into other different types of films and different genres. But that trailer, immediately when I saw it, both trailers actually, I regretted not covering it. I really did, because I'm like, oh, these trailers are so good. I'm not making that mistake twice. So, of course, I will cover a main trailer when it comes out. Let me know your thoughts down below and how excited you are for Halloween Kills. Don't forget to look at stuff, like and subscribe that bell until we get to look at more from this movie. Oh, I can't wait. I will see you guys at whatever point that happens to be. But for now, thanks for watching this video. I'd love you guys to know your fellow man. God bless and peace.